Yo, what's going on? It's Taranza here, and today we'll be continuing on part 3 of revisiting the year 1 units. Right here we got Super Vegito, the Legends Limited year 1 unit. He's aged pretty well, I would say. His stats are pretty bad, because I only have him at 2 stars because he's Legends Limited. I pulled him on the LF Freezer banner, so yeah, that's why I only have him at 2 stars. Then we got this free-to-play Rising Battle base Vegeta, who also came out during the anniversary. He has very good stats, defensively of course, and he's definitely one of the better units. In my opinion, I think he's aged better than Blue Gogeta here. Blue Gogeta is pretty good. If you have a lot of stars in him, you can definitely see the power he has, but mine's only at 3 stars, and well, you'll see later that at 3 stars he's not the greatest. And we have Yellow Gotenks. He came out just before the anniversary started. He's good. He gives health to fusions and hybrids, so we'll be rocking him. I probably won't be using Keflar Gotenks, but it depends on what mood I'm in. I also made a second team for Super Vegito, and it's this team right here. It's the Super Saiyan team. This team is very strong, but obviously they can't tank very well, so I put Raditz on there. I don't have a red unit, but yeah, let's just see how it goes. Anywho, let's head into our first game. Alright, so we'll be heading into our first match here. I've been grinding PvP, I got to rank 50. That's a long story. That's why I didn't upload yesterday. Even though rank 50, I still get ranked against this person. He's running the Saiyan team with Keflar on it because everyone puts Keflar on their teams because that's how fun she is to use. We got Blue Gogeta, Vegito and Base Vegito. Let's just see how it goes. So we're starting with Base Vegito here. He started with GT Goku. I keep getting this stupid green card glitch and it's getting annoying now. Like I press the green card and he just tackles. It's just dumb and annoying. I don't know why it's still in the game. It's been in there forever. That clearly needs to be fixed. I thought that would have been fixed during the Battle 2.2 version, but it wasn't. I might as well just talk about all the units for this first game because my opponent isn't very experienced. So Super Vegito, every time he draws cards and he gets attacked, he gets stronger. When he draws a certain card, that card does more damage. So if he draws a strike card, he does more strike damage. If he draws a blast card, he does more blast damage, etc. He also does more damage to regen permanently, which is always a good thing because regen is very prominent in the meta. It's a team you see quite often. His ultimate increases his card draw speed, he gets health back. It's a very powerful ultimate. Definitely used to kill people. It also nullifies endurance, so yeah. Very unique and what's the word? Whatever. So Super Vegito, he's the only viable purple infusions at the moment, which is why you see him all the time. In my opinion, I think he's overrated. I don't think he's as good as people say he is, especially after using him in this video. You need him at like 6 stars or something to use him, because at 2 stars he really isn't that amazing. Not anymore anyway. He's nowhere near the same powerhouse he was a year ago, obviously, because it was a year ago. So yeah, I actually do kind of want to see him be replaced, which sucks, but whatever. So as you can see, I didn't switch out because I didn't need to. So I was getting a lot of lag spikes as well, which is just fun. Next game. So I was talking about the lag spike earlier. You'll see that come into play quite often. So we got androids. That guy has a very well done androids team. So yeah, I'm expecting this in PvP rank 50, so I'm not surprised. But you really know how it goes. If you have a well done team against a free-to-play person, you just struggle no matter what. It doesn't matter how well you play. So let's just see how things go. We started with Blue 21. I did go for a tap, which was unfortunate. Red Vegeta can tank very well. He has like 3 million health, which is a lot. He catches me here, which is fine. This plus is playing pretty well, but as again, there's a lot of random lag spikes. Super Vegito, when he covers while the enemy uses a strike, he actually knocks them back into long range, and people usually expect that. See, what I do is I don't actually use it very often because people drop combo expecting it to happen, and then that usually gives you a chance to get a combo as well. So he uses the main to catch me in the sidestep, which was good of him. So yeah, things aren't looking very strong here. We're at a bad start. I don't know how she draws. Like, does she have card draws when she comes in? Because she draws so many cards, it actually confuses me. She gets a strike card on coming in, but she comboed me for a very long time. I got very confused. Like, I was like, whatever. So yeah, Super G is almost dead, so that's fun. I decided to lock in 21. As you can see, I'm pretty struggling here. I have 3 Dragon Balls. So yeah. The damage, obviously, he's a defensive type. The game lags there, so I just drop combo, so I was like, whatever. Yeah, that happens very often. I don't know why. As soon as I hit rank 50, I've just been lagging so often. I don't know if every game is like this now, because I mean I haven't grinded to rank 50 in a while because I was in college before, so, or sixth form, whatever you want to call it. I was in that before, so I wasn't really playing PvP too often. I picked green because I knew he had one, but he used it on me, and he used another one, so I was like, yep, Super Vegito is dead. Yeah, it's just I haven't really grinded PvP too often, and I think this is the first time I hit 50. Well, apart from that golden showcase for them, I didn't really count. Yeah, I've actually tried to hit 50 because I want to get the best quality games, but all my games are just going to be lag fest, and I don't really consider them top quality. I'd rather just showcase the units at their best, but it's hard to do that when they're at 2-3 stars. So yeah, I mean some people don't even have these guys, so that sucks. I forgot he could do that, to be honest. So I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. We're at a huge disadvantage, like we barely even hit the guy. We go into attack clash again. I get 993, so yeah, definitely getting better at those. When I don't lag during those, like I do pretty well at them, but when I do lag, well, it's noticeable. Anywho, Blue Gogeta now. He's definitely aged the best out of all Fusion Warriors, but he's definitely going to get replaced during this anniversary if Fusions is the main thing they're going for, because Fusions hasn't gotten a new blue unit since, well, this guy, and yeah, they definitely need a blue unit. I wouldn't say this guy's bad. If you have a lot of stars in him, you see his potential is very high considering how old he is, but man, 3 stars, like, it's like whatever, like you can tell he's old. Like, that's what I mean, like being free to play sucks. It's just annoying, especially when you want to showcase units that you enjoy using, but you can't use them because they're just not good. Like, I'm barely doing any damage to this guy. He switched out. He knows I have a bleed, so I didn't bother picking it. No offense, my opponent's very good, obviously, but like you could just, like, the stars make such a difference. I don't think people understand that. Like, some YouTubers, they can showcase units at doesn't matter what stage they are, because the bench they have usually has a lot more stars because they spend money on the game, which is fine. Spend money on the game if you want to. If that's how you want to enjoy the game, go ahead. I ain't telling you that's wrong, but I really wish there was some system where, like, people who didn't spend money in the game go up against each other, but people who do go up against each other. But I don't know, that's never going to be a thing. But some people like the challenge. Personally, I like the challenge too, but not when I'm using a team like this. When I'm using the newer units, then yeah. But when I'm using old units like these guys, facing teams like this isn't exactly what I would say the most fun experience. So we win the attack class again, which is really good. But as you can see, I am struggling in terms of keeping priority. So we're going to do as much damage as we can, try and buy as much time to get Vegito in. I charge a bit more because I want to buy more time, and it does end up working out. This person's really patient, but I managed to wait it out here. Probably going to switch out. Yeah, that was a good move. 21, the purple 21 is tankier, that's why. Apparently I'll drop combo again. I don't know when, but whatever. He got rid of my vanish, so yeah, and then he rushes, so I don't know what it is, so it doesn't really matter. I lost anyway. I lost ages ago. Like, oh, I guessed it right. I mean, I didn't see him use a blue card for a while. Well, I have 1 HP. You can just, yeah. So I'm pretty much giving her for this one. So after this laggy game, I actually decided to like restart my Wi-Fi and reset my phone because I don't know what was going on. Like I was doing things but they weren't registering. It was getting kind of annoying. Obviously GG to this person because he played pretty well, and this game was definitely not as bad as other games that's going to come up in this next bit. So let's head into game 2 after I resetted my phone. So this is game 3. Yeah, well, this match is just a perfect example of why I don't like Rise and Rush. So we're up against a God Key team, a team that I don't see too often. It's definitely a team that I'm going to be using more often now that I have Rose, but obviously I'm showcasing fusions at the moment. Same setup, obviously. I don't want to use Kefla or Gotenks because they weren't around during year 1 anniversary. This was the year 1 fusion team. So yeah, I went for the green card and he just went for a tackle. I don't know why the game still does that. It's very annoying, but it ended up working out for me. I'm trying to get used to not tackling anymore. So yeah, as you can tell, it's pretty laggy. No, whatever. I go for the strike, expecting the tackle. Yeah, things are looking good here. He went for the tackle because I have no vanish and I had to switch, and he probably thought I was going to go for a card. So tackle was the safest bet. So he's got purple Vegeta here. He's going to do a lot of damage because I can't switch out. He does drop combo here, which is a bit weird, but that's fine. Things are looking strong here. I'm going to get as much damage as possible. I think we went for the ult here. I don't remember. Oh no, I went for the blue. Okay. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. I get the perfect, but I didn't use it because I'm a dumbass. So he goes for taps, which is good to know. He does catch me in the side step, which is unfortunate. As you can see, Blue Goku hasn't aged the worst. He does go for the ult, which is a bit odd because, you know, the ult gives his vanish back, so I thought he would have saved it. I decided to switch to the red Vegeta because I want to lock this guy and kill him, and red Vegeta can heal. So I was like, yeah, this is better because I wasted my heal like an idiot on Blue Goku. So I locked him in. I want to get rid of his vanish now. I catch him here, which is really good. That means I can ult him with Super Vegeta, and yeah, we're looking at a kill here. Unfortunately, I overcharged any rushes, so yeah, that's my fault. But hey, you know. So I don't guess it, so I lost Super Vegeta for basically no reason. That was dumb. Maybe I should stop charge stepping. I don't know. Alright, so I lost Super Vegeta because of one mistake. He goes for taps again, which is fine. I catch him here. Doing decent damage, I guess. Lagging as usual because it's my turn. Like, I don't understand what this is. Why am I lagging as soon as it's my turn? It was getting annoying. Like, I don't get annoyed at this game very often, but this is just dumb. Like, I feel like I can't play the game properly. So I do that onto the rush. If this goes off, I basically win the game. Well, I have 4 strike cards, even though I have 6-6, which makes no sense. And he guesses it, so I lose the game. This is just boring now, isn't it? I don't know, man. This is. I thought rank 50 would be a bit more different in terms of like the skill gap and stuff, but it's the exact same. Everyone just relies on this RNG based mechanic, and then you just lose games because of it. I don't know, man. Like, I'm tempted to just skip to the end and move on to the next game because I just can't win. I just can't. Like, this is dumb. All because of Rise and Rush again. Like, this mechanic is so boring to use and it's just annoying. Like, I really wish they just established this as like. I really wish you couldn't use Rise and Rush until you lost on the opponent. I mean the team. It's just dumb. Like, I don't like it. So it's always going on my mind. It's one of the reasons why I can tell many people just quit the game or they just don't play PvP. Like, people always wonder why I only have like 60 good games and I've been playing this game for ages. It's because I don't play PvP. It's not fun. Well, at least this PvP season isn't fun anyway. PvP is a lot more fun where you can use different teams, stuff like that. Use whatever team you want, you know, when your game isn't solely decided by Rise and Rush. I don't know, man. Granted, obviously I could have played better this game, but imagine if my Rise and Rush wasn't guessed and Rose died. What would you think would happen? The match would have been over by now and I would have won. I'm not saying this person's bad, I'm just saying Alright, whatever. Let's just move on to the next one. Okay, so we got Andre's team here. I switched to the Super Saiyan team. We're not going to talk about this team too much. I'll just explain what this team's like. So, Super Saiyan Bardock, when he switches out, he buffs the whole team by giving them crit rate and crit damage. As you can see, the numbers in terms of damage skyrockets when you do this. This team doesn't have the most defenses, so I offered to put Raditz on the team for the same HP buff. I'm using GT Goku because he's one of the units I have a lot of stars on, even though it doesn't make a difference at all, because he's not a new unit anymore. You don't have a lot of stars on new units, you just lose games. That's all I've learned from this PvP season so far, or just PvP in general at rank 50. He's using Cell, which is odd. Not a lot of people have him or use him, so I respect that. So yeah, as you can see, the damage is huge. I can't rush because it's the green card. I heard the sidestep, but I went for another one, so that's my fault. Alright, he goes for the green card, which is unfortunate. He also catches me with the green card again, and then yeah, I'm pretty sure he rushes. You know, basically just sums up PvP. I mean, I haven't seen him use a blue card, so that's what I assumed it was, and I got it right. So yeah, I mean, he was pretty disadvantageous, so him getting a rush makes sense. But hey, I have a rush too, even though I'm clearly winning. But you know, this is definitely a great mechanic that you need in the game. Enough about Rise and Rush there. I like Super Saiyan Bardock. I wish he didn't have to be run on Super Saiyan, but he kind of does. I wish there were more Super Saiyans. So I want to use Super Saiyan Bardock again. He was one of the more fun units to use in the game. And yeah, I don't know what happened. I think my brain just stopped working. I was just like, wait, who am I talking about? Alright, so yeah, so we actually go for the LF here because why not? Might as well showcase it off. I don't really like going for LF, so I'd rather just win the game and move on to the next one, especially when you've seen the LF so many times. But yeah, that ends this match. Let's just move on to the next one after we see, in my opinion, my third favourite LF of the game. I think first is Super Saiyan 3, even though I don't have them. And then second is probably, it used to be LF Goten, but I think it's Namek Goku. I like Namek Goku's man, because it's very quick, not very long or flashy. It's just straight to the point kind of thing. So we run the Super Saiyan team again, up against Fusions, you know, the most common team you find in rank 50, or just PvP in general. So I run the same setup because he has Super Vegito. So yeah, I noticed that this guy likes to run up very often. That kind of playstyle is pretty risky because once you do it a certain amount of times, it's very easy to play against. So yeah, that doesn't do any damage because this guy's tanky. Yeah, so he used the green card to try and catch me in the sidestep, but I got a perfect on him, but I kind of wasted it. Alright, so we reset back to neutral. He runs up again. See, Super Saiyan Bardock doesn't do bad damage at all. We didn't really get crits very often, which sucks. It's not like I need crits anyway. So he runs up again. So I'm like, oh, alright then. I'll admit, this guy's very patient, and it kind of caught me off guard because he's doing the same thing over and over again. So here comes Kefla, who, well, I mean, Super Vegeta is not the tankiest at 2 stars, but yeah, I mean, this one unit is basically the reason why this game is, why I'm using the advantage this whole game. It's pretty dumb, well, whatever. So I do that because if I didn't, he probably would have killed me or fated me. Obviously, I shouldn't have switched out. I should have just let Super Vegeta die with type advantage at full health. So yeah, he uses Fate because why not? He rushes as well, why not? I don't guess the rush because why not? And yeah, so despite having an advantage for most of this game, I lose priority once and I lost the character. which is fine. There's definitely nothing wrong with that at all. So I went for a tackle, he transformed, so I'm obviously going to dodge. Again, he's really patient. Okay, that drops. Again, he's really patient. Gets a perfect again. Don't know why perfect vanish is still in the game. I hate perfect vanish. And yeah, I basically just lost it this way. So, the lesson is, when you fight Kefla, bring 3 purples. Because I don't see what else you can do. You can't be a type neutral, you can't be a type advantage, and you can't be a type disadvantage. So yeah, let's just move on to the next game. I don't mind posting lost, by the way, if that's what you think is wrong. It's just, this is like, honestly, this is actually the reason why I don't like PvP. This isn't fun. Like, I'm not seeing any skilled opponents at the moment. I'm just losing because of RNG. Like, this isn't fun. This is one of the only skilled opponents I fought this entire season, and I lost again because of RNG. I don't understand. Like, this isn't fun. I had to use Kefla. I didn't even want to. So I lagged there, even though I heard the sidestep twice, but I lagged. Okay, whatever. I don't want to cover changing Super Vegeta because if you use for blast, I would have lost advantage. He backs up, so I go for the tackle, so I gain priority here. His team is very well out, so I'm not going to be doing that much damage. And also, yellow full power 3 is pretty tanky. I go for the blue to destroy any cards he has, so he can't, you know, destroy me. He goes up close. I'm probably going to use a green or something. Yeah, so I just dodge. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm not going to bring a Super Vegeta. I'm just going to wait for him to drop combo. Yeah, because that's what everyone does. So we catch him here. He's probably going to switch into purple cooler. Oh, full power freezer. Okay, I don't remember that. Alright, so full power freeze dead because Kefla's ultimate nullifies endurance. So that's 1 unit down. Yeah, well, that's Kefla for you. Yeah. I don't even like using it to be honest. Alright, I expected the single tap, so I switched up. But he actually charged it, which kind of caught me off guard there. So unless he switches, I'll just kill Cooler with my ultimate. Alright, so he switches. Obviously I'm going to go for the rush because if I use the ult it won't kill. So yeah. I get 4 strike cards. Again. 4 strike cards is pretty obvious because I have Kefla Super Vegeta as well too, so he guesses it, which is fine. So if he rushes and he guesses it, and I don't guess it, I basically just lose this match because, yeah. I made a huge mistake by switching out Super Vegeta, but I did want to showcase him because that's the whole point of the video, and I didn't want to use Kefla anyway, so I got rid of her. Probably a bad idea. I know he has a green card because he transformed, but he ended up using the blue instead of the green, so that was a smart move on him. But then again, if my rush went off, this purple cooler would be dead and I probably would have won anyway, but it's fine. It's going to be really hard to get priority. I have to lock in blue cooler, sorry, and kill him with Super Vegeta, but it's going to be really hard to do that. So I did go for the single tap and then tried to catch him with a sidestep, but that didn't work. So yeah, take a lot of damage here. He goes for the ult. Red base Vegeta can tank very well. I like him a lot more than Super Vegeta because I just prefer units that can just take hits. So he obviously has no vanish, so I have like 3 seconds to kill this guy, and then I drop combo. So I was like, well crap. Uses the green. I'm 100% sure I was sidestepping, but that's fine. Overall, yeah, well, I did make a couple of mistakes this game, but I definitely lost because my Riser Rush was gassed. He restores his Vanish gauge, I think, so I think that's why he had Vanish, so I just don't remember using it. So yeah, Um, well, GG to this guy. He's like the only person that actually had skill that I thought. Everyone else basically just won because of Rise and Rush. I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to show you why I don't play PvP very often. I don't grab the top 50. It doesn't matter how well I play. I'll just lose because of RNG or pay to win players, etc. So yeah, see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.